Hi, I'm the Gadget Guru Andy Parr, and today we're going to check out the Yuneec Q500 in Watch Me mode. That's coming up right now on Videos by Andy. One of the features of the Yuneec Q500 4K is it incorporates a Watch Me mode. Now what that does, it utilizes the transmitter signal and allows you to set up a circumference or a radius around the transmitter. So no matter where you are, you set the distance, then all you do, you flip the stick to the right or left and have it encompass a circle. So we're going to give it a shot. So the first thing you do is start up your copter. Now you can go in and start it in smart or angle mode, and then give her some altitude. Now once you have her up to the proper altitude, and pretty much you can frame your shot if you want to, throw her in smart mode. Now you look at the screen and you see if she's in follow me or watch me mode. She's going to default to follow me. So what you have to do, and in my case I have to remove this, we're going to go up in the right hand corner and you click, and then that's going to change it to the watch me mode. And if you notice, the copter spins because it's looking for the transmitter. I mean, not me, it's not facial recognition yet. Right now the altitude's at 28 feet and the distance is at 61 feet between the transmitter and the copter. Now this is important. I'm going to tell you why in a minute, because we're going to do a test. I'm now going to throw it in the smart mode by hitting the right switch up, and I'm going to take my right toggle and just slowly move it to the right. I'm in turtle mode because I want my moves to be nice and smooth. So I'm just going to do a smooth right circle. And if you notice, if you were on the outside looking into this circle, this would be an orbit. But since you're inside, it's kind of like, it's an orbit, but you're orbiting yourself, or you're orbiting the transmitter. It's really an interesting feature. And now granted, while you can do these moves yourself, this is really good for the rookie because it doesn't take a lot of practice to do this. And it's trying to keep us in frame. It's not doing a wonderful or perfect job. It's doing a respectable job. So let's get it all the way back around to the starting point. And you say, I'm here. I'm just off to the side. This is my lovely and competent assistant sitting in the right seat here. Okay, keep your heads up. We're flying over you. I don't want you to get hit. Let's go in and get a wider radius here. Okay, now we are about 60 feet away. Let's try this one more time. I'm going to throw the right stick in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay. About 1/3 stick on this. I'm just going to try to keep it steady to see if she can keep us in frame. Right now, the golf cart is right in the crosshairs of the image that I'm seeing on screen. And let's do a little bit better this time. You know, it's like anything else, it takes practice. But I have to tell you, it's pretty impressive considering all I'm doing is holding one stick to the right. And granted, this type of automation is not going to make you a better pilot, but it is going to be able to give you some interesting shots while you're learning how to fly. Okay, now when I get around here, here's what we're going to do. We're going to land and we're going to change camera settings. I said that because right now what you're looking at is at 1920 by 1080. We're in HD, but we're at 120 frames per second. Now when we go to the next setting, which is the out-of-the-box 4K setting, we're going to be at 30 frames per second. So at this distance and altitude, we're going to look much further away. Okay, we're at the same altitude and same distance. The altitude is 28 to 29 feet. The distance is right at 53 to 54 feet. The difference is we're now shooting at 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second. Notice how much wider that the shot is here, and this is the same exact distance. Okay, let's go in and do a side-by-side comparison of the same shot. On the left is 38 by 40, 2160, 4K at 30 frames per second. And on your right is 1920 by 1080 at 120 frames per second. Boy, this is kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's go in and throw it back in smart mode, and let's go in and do a Watch Me in 4K. I'm going to give it about the same amount of stick, just a nice slow turn. Now you notice, since we're not zoomed in, it should do a better job of keeping us in center because there's, you know, honestly, there's just more room for error. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess more room for error. That's the right way to say it. Because there's more room to play with. You know, this is kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay. So that's the Yuneec Q500 4K in Watch Me mode. I'm real curious, and this is what the comments are for. Leave me your comment and opinion. Which one do you like better? At the 30 frames per second in 4K or 120 frames per second in HD?